Okay, thank you everybody, and well, welcome to a new season of Cubs baseball. Now, this season maybe doesn't have championship written all over it, but it's certainly a season that I'd like to think we're going to make progress and be more competitive. Now, do we have any questions? Yeah. Yo, Big Daddy Bling in the house, local sportscaster, local personality, and music producer. But man, the people of Bling Nation will want to know, is this the year we win a ring? Look, mate, I love a ring as much as the next man, but this is definitely a growing season for us, so I wouldn't expect too much this season for us, no. Yo, ain't nobody love a ring like Bling, man, but hey, my man Talion was traded from the Cubs, but the Cubs are maintaining most of his salary. Mate, sometimes you just need to pay a problem to go away, and that's what we've done.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is opening day of Season 2. We're going to face the Cincinnati Reds today. And, well, it is Cubs by name, Cubs by experience as well this season because spring training has gone okay. And we've got a team that is much more inexperienced than I was thinking it was going to be. But ultimately, I think it's going to do us well. You can kind of see everybody here, the relationships and whatnot. We have no disruptive sort of bad influences, player classes, I guess it's called, isn't it? We do have quite a few good ones. It's behind me, so you can't really see. If we just try and get out of the way there, you can kind of get an idea of what's there. Prankster is Justin Steele, if you can't quite see that. But if we go and have a look at Meet the Team, you can see the actual rankings of where everybody is not great, with the exception of Dansby Swanson, who is injured and will not be playing today. But yeah, I do feel like we're a little bit better than perhaps this suggests. But I don't think, I think if you look at the top players of the team, this is our Japanese guy. He's been adopted by William McQuaid, so everybody welcome him. He has a Japanese mother, I believe. So yeah, that is, he is the only real star of the team. With some other good players, obviously, but yeah, there is definitely, it's still a growing year for us, without a doubt. It's still a growing year for us. Now, if we go and have a quick look at how spring, oh no, we did do some trades first of all. Let's catch you up on some trades that we did. So the first trade is James Talon. I think it's pronounced not Talon. He was just a problem. He was on 18 million a year, and he was here for another 2 years. He refused to go down to AAA, and his spring training was atrocious. So we had to retain 90% of the salary, which is, I still think, better than keeping him, to be honest. And in turn, we got somewhat a minimum wage, basically, is what I was going for here. So he's in AAA, this guy, isn't he? I think he's in AAA, or he will be once he's off waivers. This isn't about him being a better, though he is a better player in my opinion. This is just having a usable spot on the roster that James Talon was just not going to allow us to have. Now, the actual useful trade we've done, a tough one for me to do, but Bo Naylor, we traded him away. Ultimately, through spring training, he wasn't going to be on our starting roster. So if he wasn't on our starting roster, then he was going to go back to wherever we got him from, because we got him in the Rule 5 draft, of course. So I thought, before we do that, let's try and trade and see if we can get someone useful for him. So we sent him to the Rockies, and in return, we got someone who's going to be in AAA to start the season off, but Brenton Doyle, really good defensive outfielder, potentially as sort of an average, maybe ever so slightly above average bat. So it was worth the risk, I thought. He is ours now. He's not going to go anywhere. And yeah, it's a player that could, down the line, maybe even later this year, be a solid-ish player to come up if we have an injury crisis or something like that. So our AAA is absolutely stacked, particularly in the outfield, let me tell you, because Seiya Suzuki's down there, as is Crow Armstrong for another year. I would just, our AAA team, if they don't win, then there's going to be something wrong. But anyway, those are the trades we did. Let's have a look at spring training. And you can see here it was average. We were 2 games off 500. We sort of like last season in the regular season. We came into the last game. A win would have put us at 500. Obviously, for the second time in a row, we haven't done that. But it doesn't really matter, does it? That's the ultimate thing. So that is that. Now, if we go and have a look at the preseason predictions here. So a quick look at the American League, so you can see that if you're interested. Yankees, bottom of the East, which is a bit of a show-up, I would imagine. You can see all the league leaders there. But what we're interested in, of course, is the National League. And we can see that there, and we can see that we are expected to be second in the division, 18 games back of the Cardinals. So, yeah, you can look at that however you want to look at it. Wildcard race, perhaps. I would be disappointed if we were below 500 this season, though we do have quite a few young players, and we'll go through that in just a second, that will maybe take a little bit of time to adjust. And there are no Cubs in the top predicted hitters or pitchers either, which pitchers doesn't surprise me. Hitters... no, I mean, it doesn't really surprise me either, to be honest. So let's have a look at our opening day roster with their spring training numbers. And this is it. So starting rotation, Ben Brown has ended up winning that race. San Martin is going to come into the starting rotation as well. You can see he had a strong spring training. Stroman is a problem. He might be a free agent end of this year, but that's $21 million. I'd really like to invest in another pitcher, if I'm honest. Some other new names, Ronnie Enriquez. Now, I think we saw him in the off-season special that we bought him in. He did quite well. Reese also, now I recognize that I think we had him at the Tigers. I'm fairly sure he was a really good bullpen pitcher for us there. I think we got him as a minor league free agent signing for the Tigers, but here we picked him up in a trade. Jack Perkins we picked up on, I think, Rule 5 draft or off waivers, so he's going to come in and start for us. So these are all guys that haven't played Major League Baseball before. Cole Sands is going to drop out of the starting rotation back into the bullpen. Drew Smiley is a shell of a man, but he's still doing okay, so numbers-wise, so we'll keep him there until we can get rid of him, basically. And the other new man is the new closer, Cantorino. We picked him up off of Rule 5 draft, I think. So, yeah, he's there as well. And, of course, Vargas is still around. He'll very much be a bullpen pitcher for us this year. But, yeah, it's young, it's inexperienced in places, but I'm fairly confident that we should have a solid-ish bullpen. And if we look at the bats, and, well, there's one or two players here I wasn't, I should say, expecting to be here. We ended up sticking with the Maya, with Nido as the two starting catchers. Mancini, now Mervis, look at those numbers for spring training, absolutely smashed it up. So he has earned himself a place. And Edwin Rios is there for now. I mean, he was voted MVP by you guys. And to be honest, when Dansby Swanson is back fit, which is not too far away, I think I'm going to drop him to AAA because Mervis just did really, really well in spring training and is arguably the better player anyway. I think Rios maybe just had one of those wonderful seasons. Now, other players I didn't expect to be here, well, there's only really one, and that is Brennan Davis. He was really, really good in spring training, particularly towards the end of spring training, and he's also a very, very good defensive player. I'll show you him in just a second because he has really come out of, I think he was in AAA last year, but he's very much come out of, well, I say right field. I think he's actually in left. Oh, no, maybe he's in right field. He's literally come out of right field, and he's knocked Seiya Suzuki out of the lineup. So this is him here. As you can see, he is a very, very strong defensive player and an above-average bat, you'd say, as well. So, yeah, I mean, Seiya Suzuki was absolute trash last year. He is a $20 million a season man playing in AAA this year, so that'll teach him, won't it? Yeah, this guy played a little bit of AA, a little bit of AAA last year, and he didn't blow it away, but yeah, I just think he's worth a go. So yeah, there's another young non-Major League Baseball experienced player coming in to play for us. Now, something else just to very quickly draw your attention to here is money for extensions, $107 million. I don't even think we have that many players up for extension, to be honest, but that's a very nice place to be. So let's just actually check upcoming free agents. So there are a few. Stroman is up this year. I mean, I can't wait to get that money off the salary. My plan with Cody Bellinger is that unless he has a really good season this season, we'll let him go and we'll bring Crow Armstrong in. I don't know if I've shown you Crow Armstrong yet in this series, but we'll have a look at him just so you can see sort of the succession plan there. But there's no one here that is expiring that I'm desperate to keep, to be honest. So we'll just sort of see what happens. And yeah, but $107 million, if we can get that to put into free agency, oh my God, we're going to have some fun when that comes around. So this is Pete Crow Armstrong. You can see just an elite center fielder. So I figured if we give him this season in AAA to, again, just keep developing, hopefully get up to his top of his potential, then he can come in, Bellinger can go out, and it's just sort of a nice smooth switch over there. Well, hopefully the plan is to call him in with the expanded roster so he gets a little bit at the end of this coming season, just to make sure that he is going to be up to speed for us. So yeah, that is Pete Crow Armstrong. And if you're wondering, Kalanick as well is still around. He is also in AAA. Honestly, our AAA team is stacked. All right, let's go and check these lineups. We don't care about AAA, really, do we? Maybe we can take solace in that AAA is really good, even if we're not good in the majors. Let's go and see the team to face Cincinnati here, though. All right, as usual, the matchups do not look like our friend, do they? Nico Horner is leading us off at shortstop for this one. Madrigal bats second at second. Rojas bats third at third. Mancini cleans up at first base. Mears, it's Mears, isn't it? He is number 5 and playing in left field. McQuaid designated hits for this one at 6. And Brennan Davis in right field bats 7. Those 3 major league debutants today. It's Bellinger in center field batting 8. Nido the catcher bats 9. Justin Steele is their opening day pitcher up against Ali Wood for them, so it's 2 left armers on the mounds, which is interesting. Do we recognize any other names there? Fairchild, he hit a home run against us last year, I think. I get this series mixed up with the Blue Jays one, to be honest. And Frawley, I'm pretty sure we've had him at our All-American Yankees a couple of episodes or series of this game ago. Okay, away day today, of course. So welcome to Cincinnati. Nico Horner will lead off the season for us. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Now, one thing with William McQuaid, our Japanese guy we signed from free agency, he did struggle a little bit. You may have noticed with those numbers as Nico grounds out to start the season off. In comes Madrigal. So yeah, the problem is that he just had a little bit of time struggling in spring training. I expect him to struggle this year, if I'm honest, as we have a base runner for Rojas to come up. But is that going to be caught? It is. I'm willing to give him the time, but I didn't, especially against the left armer, I didn't want him batting too high up the order. It's one of those where he's very good as it's going to be caught out there by Mancini as well to end the top of the first. So the season starts with a walk and nothing else. Justin Steele on the mound to face Mate, and let's see what we can do. We're not going to start with a walk, are we? Jesus Christ, come on, boys. Not ideal. All right, Fairchild comes up now. Let's see what we can do with him. A 2-2 pitch and a strikeout for Justin Steele. Our man of steel, you could even say. Ellie De La Cruz comes in. A 1-2. Oh, there we go. He's got his range now. 2 down, runner at first. In comes Serda or Cedar. Serda probably. A full count and, oh, another walk. Unlucky there, perhaps. It's Stephenson now coming up. 2 on, 2 out. 1-1 pitch. And that is into center field. Bellinger is there. Bellinger makes the catch, and it is scoreless 3-1. It will bring in Joshua Mears, his first at-bat in Major League Baseball. A 1-2 pitch, and Mears grounds it to the third baseman, and will be out at first. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about this middle order here. Or is I'm not sure what the baseball term is. In cricket, it would just be the middle order, but I'm not sure if it's the middle of the order, perhaps in baseball. I'm not expecting too much from it. As Brennan Davis continues his fantastic spring training form with a first career hit in Major League Baseball. Well done to him. Bringing in Cody Bellinger now. A first pitch swing. Bellinger into deep center field, but he's going to be caught at the warning track. And that'll do it for the top of the second. At least we got a hit that time. In comes Harris for them. A 2-2 pitch. And that is a ground ball over Horner to first, and that is 1 away. Yeah, the Dansbury Swanson injury as well. It was he basically missed all of spring training. It was we've got a cat, I think. We do. Hi, Ellie. It was like first or second game in spring training as well, and he injured himself 5 or 6 weeks. He was out, so he has had literally no baseball since the end of last season. It's a little bit of trouble here with runners at first and second, and only 1 away. Ellie scared me then. Usually she announces herself if she's going to jump up. Is that going to get caught? No, it drops in. Is this going to be the first run? No, but it loads the bases with 1 away. And it'll be back to the top of the order. Mate, who walked last time up, a 2-2. That's a huge strikeout. 2 away. No more sac flies. Fairchild, who's 0 for 1, comes in. Can we get out of this jam? It's a full count. What a pitch. What a pitch from Justin Steele. The man of steel does it again. And it is still scoreless. Nido comes up. He's first at bat as a Cub. And he hits it into left field for a simple catch. 1 away. Back to the top of the order we go for Nico Horner, who is 0 for 1. It's a full count. Horner, is that going to drop in? I think it... No, it's not. It just keeps going, doesn't it? And he's caught in right field. Madrigal, who walked last time up. A first pitch swing. Oh, he's hit. Madrigal's been on base twice and hasn't had to swing the bat yet. All right, Rojas, 2 out, 1 on. He's 0 for 1 today, a 3-1. Rojas into deep center field. Is it going to find the fence? And it's Rojas. Last season's All-Star has hit a 2-run home run, 400 feet worth, and it is 2-0 to the Cubs in the top of the third. Josh Rojas starts the season in style. Trey Mancini now comes in. 0 for 1 today, a 2-2 pitch. And Mancini smacks one up the middle. So he'll have himself a 2-out single. And it's going to be Joshua Mears with a chance to make himself an instant hero. He is 0 for 1. It's a 3-1. He walks. And now it's a chance for William McQuaid to be the hero. He is 0 for 1 today. A 1-2. McQuaid strikes out. And that'll do it for the third, but not before Josh Rojas gives us a 2-run lead. Steele to face Dela Cruz, who is 0 for 1. I bet Ellie heard me say that last time. I bet that's why she jumped up. Oh, and he's hit it over the fence. I've got to be careful what I say. I don't want to say, go away, Dela Cruz. I can't say go away, Ellie, in case I offend the cat. But 374. I bet that's 100% why she jumped. Sorry, Ellie, if you're still in here. I'm sure you are. The door's closed. All right, Serda comes up now. He must have walked last time up. A 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout, 4-1 away. In comes Stevenson. An 0-1 pitch. Sorry, an 0-1 count. It's a 1-0 pitch. He's 0 for 1. I'll try again. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, it's an error. You can tell. It just doesn't look right. They throw it too quick. And Horner with the error. So a man on first for Harris, who is 0 for 1. An 0-2 pitch. And that is up the middle, and it's through Horner. And is it going to get the runner over to third? No, but again, we are getting base runners on base here, which we don't want to see from them. And Steer will come in now, 1 for 1. An 0-2 pitch and a strikeout, 2 away. Can we get out of this with a lead? It is Friley who is 1 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. Friley into center field. Bellinger goes back and is camped underneath it. Makes the catch, ends the inning, but it is 2-1 going into the fourth. And it will be Davis to lead us off. He is 1 for 1. He has I'll just retire now. Perfect batting average through his career. And it's going to end now as he is caught in center field, 1 away. I wonder, there must be somebody in the history of baseball that has is 1 for 1 and so has like a perfect batting average. You know, like a pinch hit once, get a hit, and then they don't play again. It's got to have happened, surely. But if anybody knows, let me know in the comment. That would be amazing if that's the case. Because there's always, that could be an error, no. There's always those sort of anomalies, isn't there, in sport? So I'd love to hear about it if there is one. It's one of those things I could Google, but by the time I get around, I finish recording and edit, I'm going to forget. So anyway, Horner strikes out, ends the fourth. It is still 2-1. Steele will face TJ Friedel, who is 1 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch, and that is into right field. It will be stopped before it gets to the fence. He goes for second, and he gets there. Davis has a good arm, but not quite good enough to keep that to a single. And it is runner at second, no one out. Marty, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. And that is a ground ball straight to Madrigal. And that'll be 1 away. Sorry, runner stays at second. Fairchild, who's 0 for 2. A full count. And a walk. 2 on, 1 out for Dela Cruz, who hit a home run last time up. This time he gets tied in a knot. 2 away. You get the feeling Justin Steele he's playing with fire here, isn't he? And he can he's going to catch it. He continues to get away with it, but he's got to stop putting these base runners on, doesn't he? Madrigal will lead us off. He's been walked. He's been hit. It's a 1-1 pitch, and this time he gets the hit. And Madrigal down into the right field corner. He will go for second and will slide in with a leadoff double. All right, is this a chance for us now to extend this lead? Rojas, who hit the home run last time up. A 1-0 pitch. Come on, Joshy boy. Rojas, has he done? Oh, it looked okay for a second there, but just didn't quite keep going. But runner will go to third with 1 away for Trey Mancini, who is 1 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch. Mancini gets it into right field. Is it deep enough to score? Madrigal from third. We're going to try for it, and Mancini delivers the sac fly. It is 3-1 now in the top of the fifth. 2 out, no one on for Joshua Mears, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. It's a 1-1. Mears, he's hit that well right into the right center field gap. And Mears will have a first career Major League Baseball hit, and it's going to be a triple. Joshua Mears, they're starting his season off in style. All right, now, can we get a first career RBI for William McQuaid? It'll be a first career hit if he can do it. It's a 1-2 pitch, and he strikes out again. And, yeah, well, maybe he should be a little bit lower down the order than where is he now? 6. All right, Cole Sands will come in. So Steele goes 4, giving up 1 earned run. I think the run was earned, wasn't it, or was it part of the error? Let's see what Cole Sands can do. Dropped, of course, from the starting rotation for this season. Starts off with an out. Hopefully, he's going to try and prove me wrong here. Harris will come in now. He is 1 for 2. First pitch swing. And that is ripped into right field. Should just be a single, though, as Brennan Davis gets it in. That is 1 on, 1 out for Steer, who's 1 for 2. Full count. Steer strikes out. Can we get the runner at second as well? No, not quite. So, runner in scoring position. Frawley to the plate. He is 1 for 2. It's a full count. And that should be... That's a foul ball, isn't it? Is that not a foul ball? No? Okay, so we've got runners at the corners with 2 away. Come on, Cole. 2 for 2 is TJ Friedel, and that should be out. It ends the inning, and we have a 2-run lead going into the 6th. It's Brennan Davis now to lead us off. 1 for 2 he is today. An 0-1 pitch. Come on, Brennan. Oh, he's hit that well. Brennan Davis has got himself a first career Major League Baseball home run. And, well, he just looks like he belongs at this level, doesn't he? 409 feet. It is 4-1. And, well, Seiya Suzuki may not be playing for the Cubs ever again. I did try to trade him, and no one wants a piece of him for $20 million when he's played the way he did last year. But honestly, he can stay in AAA. If we've got Brennan Davis doing that, as Bellinger gets himself an infield hit, there's no need. There's no need for him to play for us. So he can take his $20 million and stay in AAA. Probably be the richest man in Iowa, making $20 million a year, wouldn't he? Surely. Not just in baseball. I'm sure I've never been to Iowa. It's probably a very nice place. I don't think it is. All right, so we've got a pitching change. Kunel comes in to face Horner. Horner is 0 for 3. We have 2 on. We have no one out. It's a 1-2 pitch. All I know about Iowa is that they grow corn there. Because they have the IndyCar race there, the Iowa something, and it's like Corn Fest or something. It's, yeah, I don't know. I know the stereotypes probably. If you're from Iowa, let me know. Is it worth going to visit? And double play to end the 6th. It is 4-1. Sands continues to mate. I'm just going to keep digging my Iowa hole here if you don't mind, and just all talk amongst yourselves. There's a strikeout to start things off. Fairchild, 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And another strikeout. See, this is the thing with Cole Sands, isn't it? He is decent. He just didn't quite work as a starting pitcher last season. But he's definitely worth keeping around, I think. And that should be a 1-2-3 inning to take us into the 7th with a 3-run lead. It will be Rojas to lead us off. He is 1 for 3. That one, of course, though, was the 2-run home run back in the 3rd. A 1-0 pitch. Rojas slaps it into left field for a leadoff single. All right, Trey Mancini now, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Trey Mancini into center field. It's going to be easily caught. Rojas goes for second. He caught them sleeping there. Well, that should not have been allowed to happen, but Rojas heads up, gets there. Mears now, who is 1 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. Mears pops it up into left field. That'll be 2 away. And Rojas this time doesn't try his luck and will go back to second. So it's McQuaid up against a right-hander. He should do better against him. He is 0 for 3, though. Another 1-2 pitch. And McQuaid, at least he hit it. If we're looking for positives, he put bat on ball there. But anyway, he can think about that while we have a stretch. Okay, welcome back. Carlos Vargas comes onto the mound for us to face Alan Sierra leading off for them. He is 0 for 2. It's a 3-0 pitch. What can Vargas do? He can issue a walk. So, leadoff man aboard. Not ideal. But, of course, we know Vargas, good movement, ground ball pitcher. There's always the chance of a double play. And that's not a double play. That gets through and into left field. So now we have runners at second and first. No one out. Tying one at the plate in the shape of Dustin Harris, who is 2 for 3. It's a 1-1 pitch. And that is into right field. It drops in. Is that going to be one run back? Brennan Davis, good arm. Oh, I mean, he keeps them at third, but it's bases loaded, no one out. Vargas not covering himself in style. Jersey, who we, of course, is part of our Blue Jays side, our All-Canadian Blue Jays. He's pinch hitting. First at bat of the season, a 2-1 pitch, and he could have a double play there. There's one. Surely we get a second. Surely we get a second. No, but we do stop the run. So 1 out. Scores remain unchanged. Frawley 2 for 3 to face Vargas. A 2-1 pitch. And that is popped up into left field. We make the catch. Surely there's no chance to score. There's not. 2 away. Maybe Vargas is just trying to challenge himself. TJ Friedel, who is 2 for 3. Loaded bases. Oh, don't walk him in, Vargas. Don't walk him in, Vargas. He doesn't. And it should be out. It should be out. It is. And I'll tell you what, Carlos Vargas, that's... we have dodged so many bullets here. We should be in the Matrix. All right. Joe Boyle will come onto the mound for them to face Brennan Davis. He is 2 for 3 so far. A home run, an RBI, which of course is part of the home run. He's just doing really, really well. But on this occasion, he strikes out. And Bellinger now will come in 1 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Bellinger swings at what looked like a ball. That is 2 away. Thomas Nido, who is 1 for 3. A first pitch swing. Nido pops it up into right field, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. Still, it is 4-1. Does Vargas come back out? He doesn't. It's Jack Perkins. Now, if he's pitched in Major League Baseball before, he certainly hasn't done it much. We did pick him up off waivers, of course, so he could well have. He wasn't a Rule 5 draft pick. And like just about every pitcher today, he starts off his first batter walking them. Fairchild now, who's 0 for 3. It's a 2-1 pitch. Fairchild, that looks deep. And it is 4 to 3. And that is not what we needed from Newkirko. So, makes things a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Dela Cruz comes up now. He already has a home run today. It's a full count on him with no one out. It's going to be an infield hit, is it? It is. So there's not much going Perkins' way here, but he needs to turn that around very quickly. Soda comes up. He is 0 for 2. A 3-0. Another walk. All right, we might need to get Perkins off here, I think. Stephenson now, who is 1 for 4. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gary will be happy because the bullpen's bottling this one. It's a 2-2 pitch. And that is straight away centre field. Can Bellinger stop the game from being tied? He gets the throw in, but he cannot stop the tying run coming across. It is 4-4. There is 1 out. There was a runner at third, and there's Harris at the plate, who is 3 for 4. And we walk him. Makes perfect sense. Give us a double play to get out of the innings, and Brendan Hughes will come on now. He was brilliant for us last year. He was terrible in spring training. And oh, we've got him at second. Why would you do that? It takes Sack Fly out of the offering. A stupid play. A wonderful thing from Nido to do. It's a full count. It is pop. Oh, is that more than a pop up? It's gone. And just like that, we are 6-4 down. And that's enough to ruin your afternoon, isn't it? It's a 1-1 pitch. 2 out, no one on. That'll do it, but suddenly we need at least 2 runs in the 9th, or else we are falling to opening day defeat. Horner will lead us off to face Alexi Diaz. Horner is 0 for 4 today. Come on, Nico. You don't want to start the season 0 for. A 2-2 pitch. He's got it away into right field. It drops in. And he's done it. Leadoff man aboard. All right, Madrigal now, who is 1 for 2. What can he do? Oh, they haven't. They have. Jesus Christ, Horner. Pay attention, you muppet. Madrigal get... This is the 3rd time he's been hit today. Also, he's been walked once and hit twice. That just seems unnecessary. Rojas now. He's already hit 1 2-run home run today. Could he dream of a second? Rojas into left field. It is... Oh, leaping catch. We're down to our final out. It's Trey Mancini. He is 1 for 3 today. It's a 1-1 pitch. Mancini lines it straight to the second baseman. And Jack Perkins, you've pissed me off now. So it was all going so well until Jack Perkins came on. It says he leads by example. He doesn't. We've just seen that. We did claim him off waivers from Philadelphia, so no doubt Phillies fans are just absolutely laughing at us. The ERA of just the 108 right now to start the season, so that can only get better from there, can't it? He should be good. He should be good. Maybe just a bit of early nerves or something. But but ideally that would not have happened to us. So, yeah. There we go. We've lost opening day from... we've snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, as they say. But that'll do it. It happens sometimes, doesn't it? Hopefully we'll be back. There were some positives there, I think. And if we're being completely honest, we were playing with fire, weren't we? We were putting too many base runners on. And there's always a risk that that can happen when you insist on giving a professional team a chance. So what if we come back? The Yankees has got my attention, but we're National League, aren't we? What if we come back as we host the Colorado Rockies? Or do you want to come back a little bit earlier? What if we come back for the Padres? We'll do that. We'll come back early May for the Padres. There'll be a good measuring stick of where we stand for the season, I think, because they should be fairly strong, shouldn't they? So that'll be next time. If you've enjoyed it, guys, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, let me know how you think we'll do in the comments this season. I mean, that wasn't a great start, was it? Take care.